Hello and welcome to our podcast. This is
Hello.
We're Gonna Be Friends podcast. My name is Victoria
I'm Sarah.
and welcome. This is episode 1.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Two friends that wanted to hang out but aren't in the same state. So said, let's just record our time together because we're a good time.
Have a great time once a week, hanging out.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So we have a couple things that we wanted to share with you guys and chat about today because this is episode 1. So we wanted to let you get to know us a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit skis. A little bit skis. So up first, as I said, my name is Victoria, and if you don't know, I have another channel actually on the tube that is called Pembroke Beauty, and that is my makeup channel.
Hence her beautiful makeup today.
I love you.
I love you.
So I had that channel for like 2 years, and I thought about wanting to kind of have a podcast recently within like the last couple months, and was like, I can't do a podcast alone. How lame. So out of a whim, a couple weeks ago, I texted Sarah and was like, you can say no, but do you want to like do a podcast with me?
Obviously, because we're here right now. I was very excited about it. I love podcasts, and I feel like what grew my love for podcasts is our favorite podcast called My Favorite Murder.
Yeah, the
I don't know
best.
what that is. If you love true crime, check it out because it's a good time. But
Yeah, I think that was the first podcast I ever listened to.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was because I visited Sarah a couple years ago and she was telling me about it. And she was like, do you listen to them? And I was like, no, I don't understand podcasts. Like, I don't even know what app do you have to listen to a podcast?
That comes with, you have an Android.
Yeah. But so I found the podcast app and now I listen to them on Spotify, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I was very confused. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching this and you're interested in actually just listening, the one thing I like about Spotify and like podcast apps is, I mean, it sucks because you don't get to see us, but you can like lock your phone and not have to pay for it, and you can still listen to it. Like if I'm watching stuff on YouTube, if I lock my phone because I don't have like premium or whatever, it like pauses a video.
I know.
And I hate that. Like, that's so annoying. I don't want to have to pay for that. I get it, but I hate it.
I get it, but I also hate it. Like, I understand it.
I get that. But it's the worst. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
That's how I feel about most things. I get it, but I don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't already listen on like Spotify and whatever to podcasts and you listen to podcasts on YouTube, I mean, definitely keep watching us here. But definitely go like get one of those and like give us a good rating over there. Check us out.
Top tier rating. I feel like so far we're killing it. So
I feel the same.
My heart's pounding.
Is it? Don't. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I just work on my background because yours is fun.
Yeah, just get a couple like little pictures or something.
Pictures of Victoria here, and here.
Right there, right over your shoulder. Since it is our first podcast, we just kind of wanted to give you like a little taste, I'm certain that was horrible if that's just through your ears.
It's disgusting.
But we just wanted to give you like a little preview to what we're going to talk about in the future.
Mm-hmm. Take it away, Vic.
All right. So, so we wanted to have like a fun little girl chat time. So we're going to talk about stuff like Hot Goss, That is a segment that we will feature probably every week if there's like hot goss to talk about. Insert Mean Girls meme like right here. What's the hot goss? What's the 411?
God love you.
Oh, you keep me young. But yeah, so we're going to talk about hot goss. We want to talk about today. We're going to do some quizzes, some Buzzfeed quizzes. So they can get to know us, their little personalities.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about astrology. Maybe we'll talk about some enneagrams. Maybe we'll even do like the Myers-Briggs test. Have you ever done that?
I think in one of my psych classes in college we did. Don't remember. I know I'm an I. That's about it.
I took it like maybe a year ago because I was super bored one night and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. It takes forever.
I know they do.
Oh
they
my
really got it in there. What were you?
I was an ESFJ, which after looking into it, I'm like, I kind of feel like that's right.
I kind of feel like that's right.
I kind of feel like it's right. Tyler was an ISFJ, which I thought was interesting. Like everything the same except for introverted.
Yeah. That's
So I don't know.
cool.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. And like we could talk about that a little bit here and there if you wanted to retake it.
I want to retake it. I want to see what I am.
Yeah. So we figure we'll talk a little bit about that. You guys can hear some stuff about it. And then also
off the fly, we should talk about tattoos.
Absolutely. We could go through like our tattoo story and like stuff we like. Tattoos. Yes.
Okay, I'm here for it. Cool.
Okay, another thing that I haven't breached with you, but we're like, since we're brainstorming right here live with you guys, things we hate, I have a lot. And I love a good rant.
Have you seen that girl on TikTok?
Yes!
Like, sorry. We should do a segment of that too.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't have to agree. You don't have to hate it too. But this is what we hate. And most of the time we feel very strongly about it.
Yeah.
But we're not hateful people.
No. I just have strong opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very open, but I have a lot of opinions.
Yeah. I don't share them a lot with a lot of different people. Just like, I feel like we're both on that.
Yeah. Unless the door's open to communicate how strongly I feel about things, I'm not just gonna like shout my opinion at you.
I feel about boiled eggs. What? Who? They're gross.
Okay. Have you ever?
Not if I make them.
Have you? One of the things that makes me I go from 0 to 3,000. You boil. I'm raging thinking about it. Okay. So you boil an egg and then you take it out and now you have to shell it, right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, you get that one egg and it feels so nice. And then you get the second one. You go in confident, but not confident enough. You get one peel and it's not quite right. You end up just yolk left. Yeah, by that point, I'm like, just throw the whole egg out. Is it wasteful? Yeah, but could I burn the house down? Because I have ripped off more egg white than I intended. Once you mess it up there's no salvaging.
It's gonna be, I feel like the title of that should just be irrational things that we hate.
Absolutely. Things that set me off way more than they should.
So much more than they should. I'm trying to think of things right now, but I can't. We'll save that for another
time. Definitely. But look forward to that one because wow. Yeah, I feel very strongly about that. So yeah, we could have a good rant or two.
Yeah, I love a good rant.
Yeah. One of the things that I think we should also talk about is like things we just don't understand.
So much. Like
there's a couple things that truly confuse me. Like a lot. And I guess I get it, but I don't get it.
What are you talking? Give me an example.
Like I was thinking of one yesterday. What was it? And I was like, I don't understand. Like okay, here's one. Like ibuprofen. Like I could absolutely Google that. But sitting here now, how does it know where to go?
Go. And what if I have multiple areas that don't feel good? Is it going to spread them out, or do I have to take 10?
I don't know.
I don't want to die. I'm taking 10 before. It's fine.
It just hurts your stomach. That's all.
It's fine. I don't drink, so it's like, it's okay, you know?
Right. It doesn't burn holes. You know, you got a good working liver currently. You're fine.
We're good. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah. No. It's fine. But yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. There was another one that came to mind yesterday that I was like just blown away. Like, what? How? Okay, like Bluetooth. I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
How does it know which thing?
Couldn't tell you.
It truly is mind blowing to me.
If someone were to say, I've realized this recently about myself, and I could have done research, have I? No. What's communism? Socialism? Capitalism? Literally, gun to head, I would be like, tell my family I love them. So I'm
okay, but no, I think that's a great point.
I don't know.
Because there are things about them that I do understand. And would I like to be more knowledgeable? Yeah, because I feel like those are very large issues.
Yeah, that people talk about a lot. And I just go, I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. And do I have opinions? Yeah, but do I know what they line up most with? No. And if I had to define it, could I? No. And that's on me. We should maybe, okay, we'll roadside that. We're gonna do some research. We'll come to the table with facts. But yeah, no, definitely. We should talk about like things we don't understand. We'll do a video on that as well.
But then we don't understand them, but maybe we educate ourselves so we're not just like the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
It might be hard for me, Bluetooth. But communism, I feel like I could learn about.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna learn. We'll learn. And then we'll spread information that's accurate.
Masses.
Yeah. So stay tuned if you want to learn about communism. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. And then I figured we would also talk about like funny memories we have. We could talk about like past relationship, like plural, awkward interactions with people. I have several.
Day to day.
Embarrassing.
You had a lot in college, not from your fault, but people really want to be Victoria's friend. And Victoria's like, I'm not about it. And
that sounds horrible, but it's, I mean, I'm just selective.
You're selective. You were never mean to them. Ever.
Yeah.
But you were like, I'd rather not. But a lot of awkward people asking for your phone number. And you'd be like, why don't I take it and text you?
Yeah. Did I take them? No. Did I ever text them? No. Never. But I don't want to tell you straight up no and hurt your feelings. Yeah. That feels sad.
Yeah, we're not about that.
No. Yeah, we should definitely talk about some of that. I was reliving some like past embarrassing high school moments, like in my mind.
Do you think you're going to think about it for 5 years?
We should talk about that. Yeah, we should talk some more about that in the future. Things I ruminate about at night going, oh, dear God.
Why? There's one from 5th grade I think about a lot.
Really?
But yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay. So I figure we'll talk about that. Obviously, we'll talk about like mental health and stuff like that, because that is a journey that I feel like we're both on.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like everybody's on in some way, shape, or whether you're like cognitive of it or not. Like, did I have to be put on prescription anxiety medicine in 6th grade at 11 years old? Yes, I did. Was that very traumatizing? And did I go through a lot of things to not be on it? Yes. Do I still struggle with anxiety daily?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like you have experiences that are different that we'll get into.
Therapist in second grade, so because of
There you
anxiety.
go.
We love anxiety.
We love it. It keeps me on my toes. That's for
What
sure.
is it gonna be next?
Do I check my back seat every time I get in the car? Yes.
I was just talking about that one.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, what would you do if someone was in the back seat? And I was like, I haven't thought that far ahead.
I hope that it doesn't happen.
I just keep pressing lock as I run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I literally come out of my door in the morning like this. Like, if you can see me on the podcast, I'll scooch all the way over so you can really get a good grip. I look, scan.
We watch too many crime.
I am not even kidding. And then I sit and I stand in silence so that if I hear any like crackling, I don't go. It's dramatic.
I check under my car too, so make sure no one splits my pulse.
Oh my God. Yeah, anyway, so we'll definitely get into this.
There's a reason for that. I'm not just crazy.
No, that is one of the things that terrifies me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Ow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a fun time up here in my head.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. I figure, so we're both like super into true crime.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Halloween.
Yes. Sorry. Woo.
Meeting.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yes. And I figure, I mean, like we have some that like we were kind of closely related to, and like maybe we want to talk about that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, maybe not. We'll brainstorm that, but if you guys are interested, definitely let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of opinions, as we said, so I figure we'll do some unpopular opinions if you guys want to submit those. I figure there's like on Reddit, but I'm sure it's everywhere else, but you can find like, are you the asshole kind of things. And we'll give our opinions on like, are you or are you not?
That's amazing. I'd love to do that.
Yes, how fun. I figure we could do some trivia.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good trivia moment?
I'm not good at it, but I like it.
It depends on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
If Teen Jeopardy, I got it.
What'd you just say?
Teen Jeopardy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Adult Jeopardy?
No.
Not great.
Oh, that's good to know. We know your strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. Again, we go back to communism, question mark. That's definitely in jeopardy for adults.
So not for us.
How does Bluetooth work?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Ibuprofen. I'm not a freaking doctor. I don't know.
Right. I don't understand.
So.
I figure we could do, those tiered lists.
Yeah.
We could do that with like, I know you have some strong, at least food opinions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we could talk about food for a whole thing.
I love food so much.
Yeah, me too. One of my greatest passions.
One of the reasons we're friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to eat a whole tub of cookie dough with me in one sitting? Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Are we gonna hate ourselves tomorrow? Probably.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like the plan for this podcast. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I know we just served a lot right up front on the table, but
it's gonna be a fun time.
What do we have next
on our list? I think about Vic's gonna tell me a hot goss. This is our hot goss segment. Hot goss.
Okay, I was gonna say the same. Hot goss. Yes.
So she's gonna tell us a little bit, and me, because I didn't know about this, about Austin McBroom, what's going on with him. I know, like I've watched some of their family videos, and I was a fan until I realized how not detrimental, but like toxic family channels can be if you go about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So then
Weird.
not a huge fan. So, and they're
Yeah.
just a whole
Yeah, these people, so I had never even heard of them until like they started like popping off of like doing not great stuff.
yeah.
So I'm gonna give you like Reader's Digest version because am I super knowledgeable? But
That's
do I
okay.
know enough? Yeah.
Also, something that everyone should know, and I'm really gonna hype her up right now. Victoria's a great storyteller.
Love you so
One of
much.
your real good strengths. My mom always says that. The way she tells stories is so funny.
I
So
love you so much right now.
I'm just a little too ADD for it, and I keep going everywhere. So we'll start telling the stories.
Okay. All right. So Austin McBroom, for those of you who don't know, Austin McBroom is married to Kate, I think. I don't know if that's her name.
Sure, that sounds good.
Catherine?
Catherine.
Catherine. Okay, great. So he's married to a woman named Catherine. I have a hair on my lip.
Mm.
And they have a family channel, which is really creepy. And I think we should talk about that in a future video. And I also think because we're in the right age range, like we should definitely do a video about weddings. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to see that, let us know. You can send in all of your wedding unpopular opinions, and I would love to read that chart.
Jessica, remember that time you sharted and it was really bad? That's our favorite vine. One of our favorite.
I'm gonna drop my croissant. That's another favorite one.
What did you just say?
I could have dropped my croissant.
I'm gonna drop my croissant.
Okay, so they have a family channel, and recently he has been in a ton of drama, and he set up a fight between him and Bryce Hall, who is like the worst of the worst on the internet.
Weird.
Do you know who that is?
Kind of, just because of TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
So he used to date Addison Rae, and apparently he like fights everybody like at restaurants.
I don't understand what this. I feel like it's a big thing for people to just fight each other, and it's
I
so
don't get it.
like, why are you just sitting down one night being like, you know who I want to fight? This guy, and let me make it public, and let's make a big thing out of it. It's so weird.
It is the
It's
weirdest
like,
thing to me as well.
Profession.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't get it at all. I think it is super weird. Maybe you and I will have a fight one day. So he set up this whole fight. It was going to be YouTubers versus TikTokers. That was like the whole thing, which is so stupid. But
They're one and the same.
I don't, anyway. So he was like, I want to fight Bryce Hall and it's going to be great. And that's the one where Tana has, we team Bryce out here.
Oh,
It was paparazzi team Bryce. Oh God.
so gross.
The cringiest. I love that video so much. All right. Anyway, so they were going to fight each other. And then it was going to be hosted by a company called Social Gloves.
Makes sense.
And apparently it came out later that the owner of that company is Austin McBroom.
Ooh.
Which is a little sketch, but okay.
Rough.
So apparently the deal from the get-go was that Bryce Hall was going to make, as well as Austin McBroom, like $5 million from this fight.
It makes me so mad.
I can't even conceptualize what $100,000 looks like in cash. Like not even $50,000.
No.
Would it fit in the briefcase? Like I guess it would depend on how you're.
This is gonna sound stupid. There's $500 bills, right? I was gonna say put 500, 500, 500. Then you good.
There are not $500 bills.
So no, that plan's a no-go.
It just goes up to 100.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. I almost was like, there's $1,000 bill, right? There's not a 500. All right. Well, I didn't
I
graduate
think that's
college.
just in like Monopoly.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
I have played a good amount of Monopoly. Am I good at it? No, I'm in debt every time. But
Yeah. I don't love Monopoly, but I'll play it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's talked about a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. I always force Tyler to play Uno and like cards with me. And he's like, I literally hate cards. I hate it.
And you're like, well, that's too bad.
And I'm like, look, I love it. How fun. One time we played Uno in college. And
I didn't know how to play. I forgot.
so we were describing it to her, and she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And we were like, when you get to one card, you say Uno. And she's like, oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. So I think I got to one card and I said Uno, and she goes, Opa! And throws her entire hand of cards and thought the game was over.
I thought Uno, Opa, like it was just an excited thing to, like that you say at the end of the game to be like, I have one card left, everyone else is done. So I was like, let's celebrate. And they're like, no, Uno, Spanish, one card left. And I was like, didn't even register.
I love that so much. Oh,
it's so I get it now. I don't say that anymore.
That's good. It's just progress.
Progress.
Constantly. Well, to be fair, probably the last time you played Uno was like elementary school.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not just going around being like, who wants to play Uno every night? Like some people. I'm sorry, Victoria.
I feel attacked, but it's fine.
I'm kidding.
I like a good rousing game of Uno. I'm sorry. A cutthroat game of Uno, you end on a wild card, put down that wild +4. You're like, what you want?
Yeah, we get pretty intense at my family card nights.
Yeah. What game are we playing the last time when I went there?
It might have been Phase 10. I feel like my family was really into Phase 10 at that time.
Was it?
Or Uno. I actually have a picture of you on my dresser from one of the Polaroids I took. I'm looking at it right now, and you're holding cards like that.
That's the game I thought.
I think it was Uno.
Okay. That was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Okay. So, Austin McBride. He was going to pay Bryce Hall allegedly $5 million or something like that. And he was supposed to make $5 million. There's a bunch more info about it online that's not from me, but this is just, again, Reader's Digest version.
Reader's Die. Yeah. Digest.
So,
I can't abbreviate digest.
Die.
Reader's Die. Please don't.
So he was supposed to pay him that. They fought. Bryce Hall got his butt. He was like smackdown. Intense. Yeah.
Isn't he like 18 or 19?
Yeah. He's like, I think he's like 20 or something like that.
Youngin.
Yeah. And like comparatively in size, like there was no way that he was gonna win.
Yeah.
Like if you put them next to each other, it doesn't look like he would win the fight.
Wait, let me Google because I feel like he doesn't look like
he's not super buff, don't get me wrong, but Bryce Hall is like frail.
I think I'm thinking about someone else. Oh yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So he lost, and then everybody watched it or whatever. And then he never got paid, apparently. Nobody ever got paid at all.
Oh my god.
Like at all. Like allegedly, no one got money from anybody.
It happened. That's not a sentence. When did this fight happen?
This is like back in like June, May.
Oh wow.
Like it's been like a couple months and nobody's gotten money.
Coming out that he hasn't paid him.
Well, I think it came out like a couple weeks after the fact,
Okay.
but now there's lawsuits that are apparently out. So apparently this other TikToker named Tyler Holder,
Sure.
he is suing Alex McBroom for like a couple $100,000 or something like that. Because he apparently fought too. I don't know.
Why are these people fighting?
I don't understand. And he never got paid either. So then it seems to be coming out that apparently the issue is that when they told them how much they were going to make, it was based on what Austin McBroom projected, which he was thinking it would be like 10 billion in sales or in like subscriptions or something like that.
Big old ego right there.
And they actually did like 130,000. That is such a difference.
It's so massive. It's embarrassing.
Like we're not even saying like he thought it would be like 200,000 and it was like 130 or even like 500,000.
10 million?
10 million.
Has gotta something had to humble that man, it sounds like, and he had to be humbled.
Yeah. So that's the deal. Again, all of this is alleged. In case this video blows up, I am not going to get sued by Austin McBroom because I don't know any of this is a fact. But if you research it, you can find your own information. But that's the information I have found that is alleged.
I think I've heard, again, alleged, that they're like broke.
I heard that too.
Yeah, so that might also be like why he can't pay them.
And I heard that his wife is being sued now.
Oh no.
Allegedly. By somebody else, like a friend of hers for like her skincare, which I didn't even know she had, but yeah.
Ooh.
So
you can't play around with that kind of stuff. Like make a makeup line. Stop it making that face. Make a makeup line. Skincare, you like have to be legit and know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if it like is bad or like, I don't know, causes rashes or burns or whatever, it's not the good.
No, did I ever tell you this? This is so irrational. So did you ever see the Halle Berry Catwoman movie, like from like 2003 or something like that?
Halle Berry?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. First of all, that movie, chef's kiss.
Wow.
It is so good. She's so cool in that movie. She's so hot in that movie. Like she did Catwoman well. Good for you, Halle Berry.
Good for you.
But like kind of the underlying like issue in that movie, I think, if I'm remembering it right, was that there was some lady, she was like the bad person. And she was selling skincare, but it was really like hurting people over time and like so that they would get addicted to buying the skincare. It was like harming their skin, but it was like healing it enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I watched that movie when I was in like elementary school, and I've been terrified of skincare up until very recently because of that movie.
That makes sense though.
Right?
That would freak me out.
I felt like that was so possible. Like people could easily be doing that.
Well, I'm glad I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, it scarred me for a while. I'm still like low key a little freaked out about skincare. Like I got to do a lot of research before I'm buying something because I'm like, what if?
You know, I just remember in college being like, she doesn't do a lot to her skin, but it's always like perfect. Like I feel like your skin was always like really good. And I'm like, I'm putting on everything over here, and I'm like, I mean, skincare, like you just need a couple good products, and I think I've learned that over time as well. But that makes sense that you didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I was like scared. So I used like rubbing alcohol and like and like just this one like sensitive skin face wash for a long time because I was like, I refuse to use anything else because I'm terrified.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's all coming to light now.
It's not gonna like freaking Holly Berry scarred me for life. But it's good. It was fun.
It's fine.
But yes, that is the Austin McBroom Hot Goss.
They're in for it.
I'm interested to see how it plays out. I wouldn't want to be him right now. But apparently he's like out here telling the paparazzi, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do our next fight super soon.
What? Who's gonna fight you?
I don't know.
Sir?
What would be the point?
No.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Something I don't get. Another thing I hate. Let's add it to the list.
Okay.
Fights. Actually, I love a good fight. But if it's impromptu, you know what I mean?
Right. A planned fight?
Stupid. I like the hold me back, you know, those, and then someone's like, you know?
Hold me back. Hold me back. No. Yeah.
You know? Good stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is it. I don't know if you want to talk about our next hot goss. It's definitely less exciting and more intense, I suppose.
Yeah. COVID's a thing.
Still a thing.
Still a thing. Coming back, it sounds like with vengeance. I saw this meme that killed me. It was so funny. It's a picture of Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding. And under Nancy Kerrigan, it was like my fall plans for COVID. And then Tanya Harding was like the Delta variant. And I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's so accurate.
I've realized through all of this, I'm very much a rule follower.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're like, wear your masks, stay home, I was like, perfect. That's for me. It just makes me confused when people don't do those things.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like throughout it, because I was able to work, I like work in a dentist office, so I like went in throughout most of it. So my life has been pretty normal since like last May or June.
March.
Yeah. So that's when I started like going back into work.
Oh, June. Yeah. When you went back. Got it.
I mean, we still have to wear masks every day, but it's kind of just like normal now. But now I'm like, I don't have to wear a mask when I go into the store anymore, but now people are starting to, so I'm starting to because I'm like, I don't want to be that one person that doesn't.
I know.
It was a good 2 months.
I know. I am
having a harder time with it.
As we previously said, have a lot of anxiety. I
don't know why I wasn't as anxious about it as I feel like I usually would have been.
This really sent me like over the edge. I am a clean freak type of person, like very type A, very like, we'll get into that. We'll talk about like psychopathic tendencies that I may or may not have in a future video. I do realize maybe it's over the top. That being said, I was like low-key terrified and still am currently. It faded a little bit in the middle there, and now I'm like back to being a little horrified. So yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
And I hate the misinformation that's going out about it. Like the fact that people are like, well, you got a vaccine for something and now you're catching it. How embarrassing. Like clearly vaccines don't work.
That's not a thing.
Read a book. There are a lot of things I don't understand, but you can do research on that, and you should before you go out and post that on social media, because that is wrong. The reason why the vaccines are not working, quote unquote, one, they are, because they never claimed that you would not get it. They claimed that it would keep you out of the hospital and most likely keep you from dying,
Yeah.
which is the major thing.
Yeah.
And also they're not working because not enough people got vaccinated. There's only about 50% of the US population who got vaccinated. And that is not enough for it not to mutate and then be able to get around the vaccination, which is why there are breakthrough symptoms and sicknesses. And so if more people get vaccinated, one, the less breakthrough infections there will be, and two, the quicker we can go back to normal. So for the love of God, get a vaccine. This is my soapbox. I want to go back to normal.
Vaccine on this podcast. Get your
Pro-vaccine, pro-mask. Put them on because currently things are getting wild.
Just like a form of also showing like respect for other people and other people's lives. It's just like, do it. You know what I mean? Don't be a jerk.
So I have not been able to go home. Like at my job, we were considered essential. So I was never at home at all. So from the beginning of March 2020, I still had to go to work every day. And masks have been required for my 8.5-hour day, every day of that.
You only get a 30-minute lunch break?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it sucks.
That bothered me out of that.
No, I feel the same. I mean, 30 minutes. What I'm gonna have to wolf it down. Thank God I'm a fast eater.
Thank God I just shovel food down my throat.
I don't even taste it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've had to wear a mask every day since they put it out for 8.5 hours a day, every single day, 40 hours a week. So does it suck? Yes.
Yeah.
But get over it. I mean, goodness gracious, you wear underwear every day. You wear a shirt every day. It's not like that bad. No. And if you're alone, you don't have to wear it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think people are just being dramatic. Look out for yourselves. Look out for your children.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a mask. Get a vaccine. Jesus. That's my COVID opinions.
Love it.
Yeah. Love thy neighbor. Get a vaccine. Wear a mask. One more quick tidbit. Next week, we want to hop into Free Britney.
Prayer. Because we were going to talk about it, but then we're like, we feel like it deserves more information, like for us to do more research, because it's a big deal.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in like her conservatorship for like 13 years or something like that. That's like half my life.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't even think I like knew what was going on for the past like 2 years, maybe.
No, I had no idea until very recently.
Which honestly makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am a little cray now, but
yeah. Has there been a time when I've been putting up my hair in a bun and it's not looking right and I've wanted to rip every single strand of my hair out? Yeah.
I was trying to explain that to someone yesterday. And because I was like, I'm not having a good hair day. I put my hair in a ponytail and there's a bump. They're like, what are you talking about? I was like, there's a bump. Like, I don't even know what that means.
It's like the egg thing. Like one small infraction sets me off. And I'm like immediately, I'm ugly. I'm the ugliest person that's ever walked this earth. And I hate it.
Because of the freaking bump.
I have one bump.
You know, it's like an underneath bump because I like slept weird. You know what I mean? You can't get it flat. And so I kept trying to it was just, I said, you know what? I'm just going to have to deal with it. Does anybody else care? No.
So I guess with that being said, we wanted to, well, I feel like you've gotten a good grip of like who we are, but we wanted to tell you like the story of us.
Oh my God.
So that you guys can really like get a grip of like our relationship, because we named this podcast We're Gonna Be Friends because we kind of like immediately knew we were going to be friends, and we know that we're going to be friends with you guys.
Be friends.
Yeah. So do you want to start?
So we met through the school we went to. We both played volleyball, and our coach sent out everybody's like name and number to like get the freshmen to be roommates kind of thing, just because it can be easier if you're on the same schedule. So we, at that point, I was like, I want to see what everybody's about. So I Googled everyone. And Victoria was the only person that I was like, she seems a little scary. I probably won't be her friend.
To be fair, that was like, so obviously we were like graduating high school, and I was still very strongly in my emo phase.
A lot of black eyeliner.
So much. Continue on.
I was like, that's fine, but she looks a little scary.
I get it.
I was like, probably not her. And then I don't know how I thought I had a roommate, but then I didn't.
Okay, we can talk about this. We need to. If she's watching or listening, sorry, this is the truth. So I had messaged this one girl because I think we had like a big group chat, and then like we like pieced off. So I texted this one girl in that list and was like, hey, and we were talking, and I felt like we were going to be roommates. And so I was like telling my dad, I was like, yeah, I think me and this girl, we're going to be roommates, and that's pretty cool. She was like leading me on, like we were going to be roommates. Like,
me too.
And then I asked her, and she was like, oh no, I already have one. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll start from square one.
Didn't she say this girl doesn't have a roommate, you should text her about me?
Yeah. I forgot about that. She did. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, well, this girl, Sarah, doesn't have a roommate, so maybe you could text her. And I was like, okay. So I did.
And I was like, sorry, I already have a roommate. This person, you're like, oh, she just told me she was a roommate with someone else. I said, well, I'm confused, but that's fine.
She played us both, but honestly, this was a better matchup anyway.
It really was. Yeah. I'm very thankful that happened. I remember so well. I was in the car with my sister, Hannah. We were driving home, I think from volleyball practice. And I was like, oh, I just got a text from this girl. Bummer, she has to be my roommate. So popular. We already have one. And so I think I had Hannah text me that because I was driving. And then she goes, oh, she said that this person already has a roommate. I was like, I'm very confused right now. But we ended up texting the whole entire night.
Yeah.
And just like getting to know each other. And we were very much on the same page. Like we both didn't party. We knew we weren't going to be bringing random people back to our dorm, which I was very happy about.
Yeah, that was one of the big things for me. I was not, and still am not, like a party person. Like I don't drink, I don't do drugs, which seems lame, but it's not lame. It's very cool. And
high on life.
I was so high on life. And so I didn't want a roommate, and I was in a committed relationship, the same one that I'm in. So I was like hoping not to have like a super party girl roommate. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wouldn't fit with what I was going to be doing.
Yeah. So that worked out very well for us. I remember, because I always remember being like kind of embarrassed that I didn't party. It just like never was anything that I had any interest in. If anything, gave me so much anxiety to think about doing that.
Me too.
No, thank you. So I remember being at the kitchen table and being like, oh, she asked if I party, and I wasn't sure which way that was going to go, like if you were really into it or not. And I remember being like, I don't party a lot. My dad or gonna like text that. My dad's like, Sarah, you don't party at all. Just say you don't party. It's okay. And then I did, and you're like, oh, thank God, me. There's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, like, I remember I was standing in my bedroom at my dad's house, and I was talking to Tyler, and I was like, I need to find out if she's a party person, because I don't want that. Like, I just don't want to be up until like 4 a.m. and have her like bringing random people home and like partying in our room. But I was like, I don't want her to necessarily be like, yeah, it is exhausting. So I was like, I don't know how to like be like, I don't party, do you? So I
Yeah,
was like, I'm just gonna shoot the shot and hope that she says no. Thankfully you did.
I know. It worked out very well for us. And then we kind of just like, I think we both like expressed our love for eating
Oh,
and
yes.
how much we love to eat. And I was like, this is gonna work out so well. And like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good base for our relationship is just how much we both love food.
It is such a passion. Like I know I said that earlier, but it really is. Like food is my love language.
Me too.
Like give me a
Your
good meal.
words of affirmation. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Acts of service.
mine would be food, acts of service. Yeah.
I just think people tell me that they appreciate me, and that's all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you. Then we like, I don't know, it just like worked out really well. And then we met at that night. We decided to be roommates. You said, I remember you said, I think you're my room soulmate. And I was like, I gotta. And then I went to Kroger to get brownie mix to celebrate. I made brownies. I was,
Oh.
um, so I was like, oh, I feel a lot of peace about this. It's so fun. We're basically like kind of the same person. And then we decided to go to orientation the same like weekend.
Yeah.
And like we'd meet each other before we actually moved in. And I remember our styles are very like we're just very different people. But we complement each other very well.
I think so too. Like especially aesthetically, very different.
Like, very different. I'm a little more neutrals in colors just because I like bright colors. I just feel like it doesn't represent me very well.
I feel like your aesthetic is like neutral, like light academia,
Oh, thank
like
you.
kind of cottagecore, coastal beachy vibe.
I'm here for it. Thank you.
Yeah, like I feel like that fits you and your personality.
Thank you. And then Victoria, so I was wearing like jean shorts and a white cute top, right? Victoria goes, okay, I'm wearing, and I was like, oh gosh, we're so different. You were wearing like pink leopard shorts and like a black tank top. And you're like, okay, I'm wearing pink leopard shorts. And I was like, oh, wow, I don't own anything leopard.
Like hot pink
Hot
leopard
pink,
shorts.
booty
I
shorts.
love those shorts.
You pulled it off so well.
I appreciate
Only
you.
you. No, seriously. Like your clothes you pull off so well and you embody it very well. Like if I try to wear it, Hannah, my sister Hannah, she always goes, oh, Victoria's so fabulous. She's just fabulous.
I love Hannah. You guys are fabulous too. It's a different style.
So it's kind of like, ooh, that's a little different, but I'm not gonna judge. I'm here for it. Victoria also had fire red hair at the time.
Yeah,
And I was
I dyed my hair for a period of time, uh, very red. And
it
what is
looked
crazy to
good.
me is like at the time I didn't feel like it looked unnatural.
Neither. So many people would be like, oh, is that your natural hair?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. And I look back on it now and I'm like, how in God's name would that be natural? But yeah, a lot of people did think it was. And
Yeah,
to me, I thought it looked natural.
I
I
thought it
don't
looked
know that it does. But
good. But then so we were in different groups for orientation, but then like there was a time where like people could like just all come together and like sit. So I like walked over to your table because my people literally just left. I was like, what?
forgot about that.
I was just sitting there and I was like, okay, bye bye. I didn't want to talk to you anyways.
Thanks.
I was like, this is why I hate people. That just
Hmm.
really affirmed. I'm like, oh, I'm not a people person.
Yeah.
So then I found you and we sat down and there was a lot of different personalities going on at the table. It was funny, but there was
It was very entertaining.
it was very entertaining. We were sitting across from the table from each other, and I think without even saying anything, we're like on the same page. We're like, ooh, okay, okay, this is happening.
Yeah, that look, you know that look like when you're in a group and you're like, ooh, look at your best friend. Immediately, like,
what the heck is happening?
yeah, that happened. And immediately I was like, we're gonna be friends.
Yeah, we're gonna be friends. Hence the name of the podcast. We're gonna be friends.
We're gonna be
And
friends.
then there's like I think like a not a casino night, but like a
It was like a weird, like such an office, like casino night, like because you can't actually gamble.
no.
But they had us do like stupid games and we were like,
And I don't think we participated. I think we sat off in the side and just talked the entire night.
we talked and people watched the entire night.
And then we became best friends that night.
Yeah.
And it was like the fastest friendship. And I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Love having
Oh,
these-
I love you.
That's so good.
Yeah. So we've been best friends since, and
When did we go to college?
2013. 8 years?
Almost 9 years of friendship.
How cute.
Longest like friendship. Like for a long period of my life, I was like, friends are seasons, they come and go.
Yeah.
Like I did have friends that I'd have for a large amount of time, but usually like if they were like in my life currently, I would say this is the longest friendship. I feel like we've put in a good amount of effort to make.
I agree. I definitely have friends that I've had from like childhood, but like as you grow up, you become different people, and that doesn't mean that you're not friends and like still super supportive of one another and not still close, but it's just a different closeness.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the people that I grew up with are in very different phases of life from where I'm at right now, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But it just means that we have less in common than we used to.
Exactly.
And so I don't feel like we're as close as we were. And I don't think they would disagree. But I feel like you and I have been able to grow. I figure we'll talk about college in a future video and like people and like choices that we made.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of changes in life and phases of life, I feel like we've stayed constant with each other and like still just as close.
Exactly. I think so too.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Me too.
Oh, that's fun.
So I guess with that is our story. And I think we want to jump in. Huh?
Their origin story.
Our origin story. So I guess with that, we want to do, I guess the last phase of this. I don't even know how long this video is at this point, or this podcast is. It's probably pretty long, but yeah, I love a good long podcast. Sorry, I have to rearrange myself.
I'll rearrange it.
So the last section of this, we wanted to do some BuzzFeed personality quizzes.
Who doesn't love that? I feel like that's what a lot of our nights were.
Oh my God.
So many.
Okay, and do you guys remember? I'm certain that most of you are like in our target age range or like our age, which is 26 and 26. And like I used to live for when you would get like 17 magazine or J14. Do you remember the J14s?
I didn't get any magazines. They just didn't let us have any magazines.
That's so
So
sad.
Not stealing from my friends, but if I went over to a friend's house.
Yeah.
Take quizzes then, yeah. The only time we had magazines is if we went on like our family beach vacation. My mom would just get all the magazines and all the Twizzlers.
Yeah. Oh, Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, love it. Yeah.
But yeah, I used to live for, they had like the one, I feel like they would do it like once a month or once every couple months, where it was like the quiz edition of the magazine. And it would be like stacked full of quizzes.
Love a good quiz.
And I would just do them all the time. I loved it.
In real life. Not like school quizzes. Personality quizzes.
Yeah. Definitely. So I figure we'll do one. Which one do you want to start with? We have 3 that we're going to do.
Let's do, it's the first one I clicked on my phone, the Harry Potter one.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. Hopefully this turns out good, but Sarah's going to do hers alone, like not sharing.
I'm gonna do it on my phone because if there's too much going on, my computer freaks out.
So this quiz is there are 4 magical wizarding schools. Tell us your Harry Potter related opinions and we'll reveal which school you should attend.
Amazing. Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Incredible. So for those of you who don't know, we are in love with Harry Potter.
Yes.
Very much a Harry Potter person.
I'm sad that I'm not a witch, but it's fine.
Truly, like, okay, this is going to sound, I'm revealing our secrets, but I have to bring it up. I believed for a long time that I was going to be a witch. And I cried when I turned 11 and didn't get a letter. You think I'm a muggle?
I don't think you are, though.
I don't think you are either. I legit believe I'm a witch. I do though. I feel like it's possible.
I think so for you too. I don't know for me, like I want it, but if it's gonna be one of us, it's gonna be you.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
But a good witch, not like a, like scary, bad energy witch. Like
a fun, chill witch here and there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, like we have always said that we believe that we were meant for more, and I do believe that.
As in just like the magical type of world, like witches. If either of us, because we also love Twilight.
Oh my God.
Like if either of us becomes a vampire, we have to turn the other person. That was a deal for us in the beginning of our friendship.
It's not an option.
No. Like I'm not living forever without you. Are you kidding me?
No. And I swear to God, I would be so mad at you if I found out afterwards that you had been a vampire this whole time and didn't tell me.
I would be livid.
That would be a deal breaker for me. You didn't freaking tell me.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So what is your house?
Hufflepuff.
I'm definitely a Slytherin.
You're a Slytherin. Pick a character. Ooh. I feel like I just want to go with. I kind of want to just go with Harry.
I gotta go Harry. Victor Crumb was like not that bad, but could you have a little bit more of a personality? You saltine cracker.
This is a spicy beef flour,
Literally. So boring. And then Floor, like I get it.
You didn't do anything for me.
Like you're cute, I guess. I don't know. Queenie. And then Queenie.
You're fine.
She's fine. Harry.
Ooh. So we got potions, defense against the dark arts, charms, care of magical creatures. Care of magical creatures is not for me.
Magical creatures for me. I'm picking that one.
I'm gonna do potions.
Oh, pick a little potion.
Potion.
Pick a magical school. Durmstrang, Hogwarts, Beauxbaton, and Ilvermorny.
I'm just gonna go with Hogwarts because I don't know the other ones very well.
I gotta go Hogwarts.
Yeah. Lastly, pick a food. Ugh. Sugar quills, chocolate frogs, Birdie bots, every flavor beans, butterbeer. I'm between chocolate frogs and butterbeer.
I'm feeling the same way. I like the idea of chocolate frogs, but I think if it was actually hopping in front of me, I don't know that I could do it.
Butterbeer.
Yeah, butterbeer for me.
Hogwarts!
I got it too.
Love that.
You are destined for Hogwarts, probably the most well-known wizarding boarding school. Hogwarts includes the excellent teaching staff of Headmaster Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall. There's plenty to learn and explore for everyone at Hogwarts.
Wow, we'll be together there too. Love that for us.
It's meant to be.
So fun.
If you guys take this with us, comment down below. I'll probably put the links to these in the description box so you guys can take them. Yeah, and then you guys can take them and tell us what you get.
Nice. All right, on to the next one.
Which one do you want to do?
Olivia. Let's do Olivia.
Okay. So
we are both obsessed with Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
The album amazing. It took me a while. I listened to the first, like the popular ones for a while, and then after Bachelorette, I listened to the whole album and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Why haven't I
I
listened to this?
cried in my work office listening to her album.
You're so ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, have you seen the idea that people are coming out with? And I'm like, if she doesn't do this, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. So you know how for Sour, this album, she like had a sponsorship, I guess, I don't know, like a coordination collaboration with Sour Patch Kids.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Okay, so she had a whole thing with them. And so their logo is like sour then sweet. And all of these were breakup out songs. So what if she comes out with a second album that's called Sweet and it's all about like love songs?
Amazing.
I want that for her. I didn't come up with that. I've seen that online, but I'm like, that's such a good idea. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Sorry. All right. So this quiz is find out which Find out which Olivia Rodrigo song you are based on your taste in iconic vines.
And vines were my love language in college. And I used to, one, force Victoria to watch them with me, but also after she fell asleep, which she falls asleep in like 0.2 seconds. It takes me hours to fall asleep. I'd just be watching them at 2 a.m. with a pillow over my face, trying not to scream laugh because I thought they were so funny. I was like, and you know when you like are trying not to laugh, you laugh even harder. So that was a lot of my nights in college. My favorite one of all time of Vines, Road Work Ahead. I sure hope it does.
So this question is pick a vine that Peppa's your pig. The other one, Hurricane Katrina. We're like Hurricane Tortilla.
I don't know the haha, I do that one.
You don't remember that one? That's the one where he it's like, haha, I do that.
Yes.
Look at all those chickens.
So good.
I quote that one more than any of the other ones, so I'm gonna pick that one.
Okay. I like these. Pick a vine that rains your bows. I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? I just feel like more people need to know that though. You can do whatever you want, but there are going to be consequences to your actions.
Absolutely. Oh, you know? I'm sorry. Because the rage. I've seen things on Facebook that are like, well, what happened to the vaccine being a choice and not mandatory, but now we can't do things. There are consequences to your decisions. So if you chose not to get it, then there was consequences for you.
You can't do it.
Look at that.
Crazy.
Oh my
God. I know.
Okay, continue on.
I love this one. Who am I? Let's go to the beach. Nicki Minaj. From the January, February, March, April, May, June. Jason Derulo.
I gotta pick actions have consequences, but these are all good.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Nicki Minaj because I love that guy.
Nicki Minaj. Okay. Pick a vine that curls your fries. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
You are my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Oh, I love this one. Zach, stop. You're going to get in trouble. Zach. The guy like kicking his legs. Look at it. It's frickin' bats. I love Halloween.
It's frickin' bats.
And we have bananas and avocados.
I love Krish.
The bananas and avocados. Like he's trying to be like
the song.
Girl.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Zach, stop. You're getting in trouble.
I think I have to go with that one too. It was between that and it's frickin' bats.
Frickin' bats. Pick a vine that bakes your beans.
Okay, I love beans and baked beans specifically. Continue on.
Okay. Chicken. I don't think it me. 2 shots of vodka. I love this one. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. I'm picking that one. That was a cute kid.
I like 2 shots of vodka because I have a soft spot for Food Network, and we will do a Food Network episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm picking that one.
Oh my god. These next ones. Okay, pick a vine that tortillas your chips.
You got
Do
it.
you want-
You got it.
Okay, it's an avocado. Thanks. Wait a minute. Who are you? Put Jared back. I don't know that one. And then this one.
Oh,
Warren.
we're going with that one.
Because I love a good gag, first of all.
Pick a vine that magics your school bus.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
I know which
Okay.
one I'm picking. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep while I was waiting for you to make me a sandwich. Go back to sleep and starve. I don't know that one.
Me either.
How do you
This
know
one.
what's good for me? That's my opinion!
It's so good.
Yeah. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. That weird shark
So
tooth guy. Roses are red, violets are blue. Why did you leave me, Karen? What did I do?
I have to do it's my opinion.
I have to go my opinion as well.
Driver's license.
Driver's license too.
Wow.
A lot of people got you last week. I still have yet to get mine. Please teach me how to drive.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Where'd that from? Classic. Her hit, you know.
The original single.
Original single.
All right. Final one. Everyone embodies a classic horror character. Plan a wedding to find out which one you are.
I feel like we'll be different for this one.
I do too.
Okay.
And we did
So-
pick different ones for the last one, so I'm surprised that we keep getting the same. But
Oh my god, we're just so similar. Pick the perfect wedding venue. There's like a couch.
yeah, that's strange.
Random couch. In like very white classic decor. There's fall leaves. Like a backyard picnicky quaint wedding, I would say. Maybe not picnicky.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
cool. I think I'm gonna go with the picnicky one.
Okay, I was gonna go for that one too.
Oh my god, I love that for us.
It's fine. Now the perfect wedding cake. So the first one is like a typical kind of glam one. It has like pearls and like quilted fondant and like flowers.
A little chooky, if you will.
Oh, little chooks. Yeah. The next one is like a white kind of basic cake, and it has like berries on it. It's cute, simple. The next one is like fruit tarts. And then the bottom one is like the stereotypical like naked cake. And it has figs and like rosemary on it.
I'm picking that one.
I knew you were gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick the one with the berries.
Nice. Ooh, okay. Now pick your bouquet. I think I know which one I'm gonna pick already. There is like oranges and pinks and one, and then there's like a white with like more greenery and like eucalyptus and stuff. And then there's one that's like orange and green. I don't know if I like that one.
Yeah, I think I would like it, but I don't like it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there's another classic white, but more of a, how would you describe that?
It's more flower based than greenery based.
I think I'm gonna do the white with the greenery.
I knew you were gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick the first one, the like purples with the oranges.
I like that. Okay.
Select your musical entertainment. So we have a backlit photo of a man holding a guitar. Then we have a outside lit picture of a band with a guitar. Then we have a violinist.
It's just a
whole orchestra. And then we got a DJ.
I gotta do DJ.
I gotta pick DJ.
You know,
There, again, when we get into a wedding video, I have a lot of opinions.
me as well. Have I ever been married? No.
No.
Have I planned to? No.
No.
But I know what I'm doing. I don't, but it's fine.
Okay, you'll need an outfit.
Okay, the first one.
It's like the worst photo ever. Like, way to not show me the dress.
It definitely is like more lace up top, which I think is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is like a guy in a suit. Third one is another wedding dress, but more of a low V-neck, if you will, but still a classic dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth one is a woman in a pantsuit.
Mm-hmm. A velvet looking pantsuit.
Velvet, that's some flair and fun.
Yeah. I'm picking the second wedding dress, the one with the deep V.
I'm picking the first with the lace.
Okay. Finally, where would you go on your honeymoon? So the first one looks like you're like out in like the kind of deserty mountainous area.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Southwest, maybe like a national park.
Very much. National park vibes, yes.
Yeah. The next one looks like a cabin in the woods, but like a mansion cabin, kind of like alpine escape. So the next one looks like it is like Forks, Washington, like vampires and werewolves would be snacking on you. And then the next one looks like it's like New Zealand, like beautiful water with like gorgeous fields.
I think I'm gonna do the last one just because it looks like you have options if you want to hike or be outdoors and explore, but also water.
I feel the same. I was gonna pick that one too.
You know?
Uh-oh. What'd you get?
I'm Freddy Krueger.
I'm Michael Myers. You're the Freddy to my Michael.
All right, let's see. You are Freddy Krueger. You really know how to use your imagination. That's why you got Freddy Krueger. Your wedding will be like no other, and you'll certainly keep your guests on your toes, on their toes. Just
Mine is you are Michael Myers. You like all things cozy and classic. That's why you got Michael Myers. You're the classic horror villain. You don't need a lot of frills to terrify others or to plan an elaborate wedding.
Wow.
Wow. So again, I will put that in the description box. So if you guys are interested and want to take them, please share your results because I think that would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's it. I think that kind of concludes our first episode.
You got like a good feel of what this podcast is going to be like, kind of just like fun girl talk, boy talk. If you want to join,
yeah, they talk, they talk, all of the above.
All of the above. Hopefully you got a sense for kind of who we are and our friendship. Obviously, more will come to light with stories.
Yeah,
so many stories.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you have not already, you should subscribe and rate our channel and our, Spotify account or whatever.
Only 4 stars. You can't go any lower.
No, I swear, if you put a 3 or less, we're gonna find you.
We're gonna find you, and we're gonna just kindly ask you, why'd you do that?
I would like to hear.
Yeah, we're not gonna be rude about it, but
no.
We will.
No, but yeah, definitely subscribe and share this with any of your friends who you think want to hang out with us. I was saying on my channel when I was talking about this, like, I don't have a lot of friends, which sounds sad, but I don't have like that many friends that live near me that I hang out with like regularly, especially because of the pandemic. I don't hang out with like anybody. So I was kind of missing like some girl hangout time with my friends. And so this, like, listening to podcasts is like, for me, kind of therapeutic in a sense of like, I get to hang out and talk about things that I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And so hopefully this can be a venue for you guys to feel like you get to hang out with us once a week.
We're fun.
We're so fun.
I feel like when people say that, they're not that fun.
No, sorry.
But that's okay. We think we're fun, and that's all that matters.
You're right.
We can't care what other people think.
No.
Even though I do, but it's fine.
But I care what you think.
I care what you think.
But yeah, so seriously, if you haven't already, subscribe, share this with any of your friends who might want to listen to us and become friends with us too.
Yeah.
And I guess we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.